in a neighboring province, establishing there an arbitrary government and enlarging its boundaries so as to render it as once an example and fit instrument for introducing the same absolute rule into these colonies. Here's another one you might find interesting. He has erected a multitude of new offices, I mean czars, and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance.
Yeah.
Does that describe our situation today or not?
Yeah.
And telling the rest of the world, hey, we are legally entitled to declare our independence because the king has refused to follow God's law, and God's referred to as the natural law in the Declaration. And he's also refused to follow the unwritten Constitution of England, and he's also refused to follow the common law of England. Therefore, because the government was not abiding by the rule of law, we, the people of America, had the right to establish a new government. Now fast forward to today. Where's the rule of law today? I'll give you 3 examples. Let's start in Kansas with the courts. Where is the rule of law when the legislature writes the word shall, but the court says shall means may? The legislature said that when there is a vacancy in a statewide office, the party of the candidate whose name is now vacant shall appoint a replacement candidate. Not may, shall appoint a replacement candidate. And the legislature knew exactly what they were doing because 2 sentences later, or 3 sentences later in the same paragraph, they use the word may. They say under this circumstance, the party may appoint a replacement. You know what the 3-judge panel said? They said shall means may. They literally said that. Now think about that. If the courts can say shall means may, and that mandatory obligations are just actually optional obligations, then the court can just nullify any law it wants, just by changing shall to may. The Supreme Court of Kansas, in the same litigation, said that, or related litigation, said that the word declare doesn't really mean declare. The legislature in 1997 said that it used to be prior to 1997, you want to withdraw from office, all you have to do is send in a request to the Secretary of State. Then in 1997, or you can die. That was the other way you could do it, after the primary. And the legislature in 1997 said, okay, you can die, or they inserted these 14 words, who declares that they are incapable of fulfilling the office if elected. Those are the exact words inserted by the legislature. Now, I assume that when Amanda and other legislators insert words into a bill, they do it for a reason, not just because they're killing time in Topeka. The law is legitimately passed by the representatives of the people and puts his own law in place. And, you know, the Founding Fathers were great, incredible people, especially when you consider that the United States was only about a country of 3 million people at the time. That we had so many great individuals in that very small country is pretty amazing. But look, they're not different than us. And what's interesting to me is, at what point do we Americans say, this has gone too far? We can't have this. And I don't know what it is about our society, whether it's, you know, we're just so rich and things are just so comfortable for us, and maybe the founding generation things were tough and they were willing to put things on the line, but at what point do we say, enough is enough, we're not going to do it?